You know, one thing that I was thinking about is you've had this amazing career in the beauty industry where you started as a makeup artist. At 49, you get discovered as a model, very unusual, and you move on the other side of the camera. Then in your 50s, late 50s, you decide to start your own cosmetics company. And I just keep wondering how your own notions of beauty have changed during that time.
The change for me, after I went through my little process as a younger woman, first feeling like it's all about the outside, is I discovered it's all about the inside. When a woman feels good about herself, she looks good.
I think that that's the thing people have seen in your pictures that have made you sort of a breakthrough model in many ways. I've had so many of my friends, including much younger women, and men for that matter too, say, wow, look at this picture, this woman is amazing. There is a joie de vivre, there's an energy and a life force that comes through in all of your pictures. And you said, I think too, that you could never have modeled when you were younger because of the self-consciousness.
All of my self-conscious days were past. I don't think I would have ever been asked to model if I felt like I did when I was younger. I was living my life according to what I thought everybody else wanted. And I discovered that I was a pleasure-oriented creature. So I started living my life according to what pleasured me. And my entire persona changed. And that's why I was noticed on that street corner. I did not fit the qualifications of a model, 18 feet tall, 18 pounds, 18 years old. I had silver hair. I had just cut off the last bit of dye, in fact.
Oh, that's interesting.
And that was the day I was approached on the street. And what I think they saw my joy, my happiness, my confidence. I was living life by what felt good. And when you feel good, you tend to look pretty good.
And so you've had this really successful career broadcasting that and emanating that, and people have noticed it. It seems to me that you're getting better as you get older in a society where we tend to associate getting older with getting worse, and you're defying a lot of convention. I'm curious, when you started your makeup line, you did it with this intention of creating an alternative to really what had been an anti-aging industry. The beauty was all about looking younger.
The whole idea of a pro-age cosmetic line really turned me on. And I started talking about it. And it was the response I got from young women, older women, and even men. They heard that. They're like, huh? What do you mean pro-age? And I started talking about how women feel this obligation to look young all the time and put on the mask, the concealer, and fix this and lift that and change that. And that we could just be ourselves and be totally gloriously attractive and beautiful and radiant. And it turned heads. People paid attention and they're like, wow,
Yeah.
It touched people. I hit a core.
Yeah.
I really hit something inside, and women want to know that they will be loved, valued, and appreciated their entire life, no matter what they look like.
Yeah, it's not about the wrinkle. It's not about the age spot.
Right.
That's great. It strikes me that you are really a pioneer in this proposal of beauty increasing as you age and appeal increasing potentially as you age. In the magazine, one of the things that we say is that being healthy is a revolutionary act and that it requires going against a lot of the societal expectations and conventions and manners and mores. Do you see yourself that way, as a revolutionary, as a pioneer of some kind?
Well, I like to call myself the spearhead of the pro-age revolution.
That's great. It's coming.
Absolutely. Beauty comes in so many different shapes, sizes, ages, colors, textures. I see these pictures of these old faces, with the full, roadmap of wrinkles across their skin. And I really like the way it looks. I think it's amazing. And when that started happening with me, I was a little like, ooh. But then it's like, okay, look at it the same way. This is the place that I live. I live inside this body.
Yeah.
But this body is not me. So I can look at it with that kind of objectivity and say, okay, what's Mother Nature going to do with me next? Age has gotten such a bad rap. But the older I get, the happier I get, the smarter I get, the sexier I get. I have no qualms about saying that because it's really true, and I want people to know the truth.
You know, you're a hero of mine because you make aging seem very appealing. And it's sort of like, ooh, what happens next? Instead of like, oh God, where do I go from here? It's great.
I think it's a matter of health. I think that in the past, we've seen people get older and get less healthy.
Great point.
And it's not necessarily true. I know young people who are unhealthy and older people that are very healthy. And when you keep your health and your vitality, then you keep that spark of life and that enthusiasm.
Yeah,
That looks good.
totally.
It could be silver, it could be wrinkled, but it looks good, it looks exciting. It's the last piece, you know? Women have, gone through their many revolutions throughout history, and now it's time to drop this last judgment, this last negative judgment we have about ourselves. That somehow, after 30, things go downhill. And I can assure you they go uphill. Enjoy it all.
Yeah! I love that. So great.